Hi everyone, it's Blake back with some VCLT and a Charlotte area meeting of some vinyl community folks. So this is going to be quick. Just wanted to give some thanks and a couple of shout outs. So I don't know if folks saw, there's a cat. I remember him as the spin clean demonstrator, because I've seen Bill's video about the spin clean long before I discovered the vinyl community. Anyway, he had offered up some cheese. Apparently he put together a bunch of stuff that he'd recorded over many years, since the 70s, and offering it on CDs that he had made in 2004. Just send him some money for postage and he'll send it out, and lo and behold, got a package with 3 of these bad guys in it. So of course I opened one and I listened through most of it. I gotta be honest, it's kind of strange. You've got to be in the mood to hear some of this, but some of it's pretty sweet, pretty interesting, let's just say. So anyway, thank you, Bill. I think your ID is dverada. Dverada. I believe that's your ID. I'll look for it and I'll put it in the comments. So folks, if you want a free CD, you just pay postage. I think he's asking $3 for the US, and he sent this along with a nice note too. So there you go. The other 2 copies I gave to a couple of fellow vinyl community members that I met yesterday. Both Kris and Dave drove down from Mocksville near Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's about, I'd say, an hour away, an hour north of Charlotte, maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so. Wanted to come to town to do a bunch of digging in thrift shops and record shops around, and I said, hey, I'll meet you for lunch near my favorite record shop, which is Lunchbox. Really the only good record shop in Charlotte. So they agreed, and we did meet up. So the other 2 copies of this bill that you sent me, I passed it along one to Kris and one to Dave. So they did land in other vinyl community hands. So just thought you'd know. And of course, anytime, well, just about any time a meetup happens, some gifts exchanging occurs, and what's playing in the background is a piece that I got from Kris, an Angel release of Beethoven's Symphony No. 3, the Eroica Symphony. One of my favorites. I love all the Beethoven symphonies. This is a very good recording of the Eroica. I laughingly said, I smiled when I saw the cover. I said, I already have that, right? And he said, oh, dang it. But then I started thinking about it. Well, I know Angel does like a stereo and mono versions and stuff like that. So I looked inside, and what he gave me was one of the early versions with the let's see if you can see it while it's playing. It's the blue label. Oh man, this is terrible. Oh, sorry. The blue label. There you go. And get back here. And what I actually had was even earlier than that. So this is what he gave me. Whoop. All right. This is what I have. Difference here is they still have the mono cover, but they stamped stereo in kind of a gold letterpress stamp there. And my label in this particular one is the earlier labels. I think this is probably the first LP long play label that Angel had. So there you go. So I was able to add it to my collection. I have an interesting note. Oh, cool. The things you find in records. Oh, wait a minute, there's more. Goodness. Huh. Apparently, a book. Oh well, sorry about that. And then I also had this particular issue, also on Angel, but actually, no, this is the wrong dude. Sorry about that. I meant to grab another one. So I actually have another one, and it's also, just hold on. So here's an even earlier version. Eroica Symphony No. 3, Otto Klemperer. Same dude. I think the backs, all the backs are even different. His, mine. And this has got one of those funny dowel, kind of dowel jackets. I don't know, some of you may have seen these where they have this wooden dowel on the end and you pull out this really cool sleeve. Again, also on an early Angel label. So yeah, I wasn't jiving you, Kris, when I said, you know, I think I've got that. But I guess that can be expected. I've been collecting classical for many years. So anyway, thank you very much. I did not have that blue Angel label, and that is a favorite of mine. So this I certainly will keep in the collection. Now, Dave also brought me this, which I've never seen before. Sorry. Franz Bentzeler, Pop Classics on violin. It's a gatefold, and really they're just going through some more mainstream popish kind of classical stuff, and it's on this label called Ovation, a stereo and quadraphonic release. Don't know anything about this dude. I don't know anything about this label, so I will give it a spin soon, and I thank you very much for that. I certainly didn't have it before. And then while I was there at Lunchbox, I bought a reissue of Roscoe Mitchell's Sound Sextet. It's just a reissue on Delmark, or a Delmark reissue. So I'll get into that. As you well know, I've been knee deep, actually waist deep in AACM stuff. So had to hear what this was about, and of course support my local record shop. So that's a not too quick video. Some vinyl community love train and meetup again. Oh, I wanted to say I really enjoyed meeting both Kris and Mark. We had a very good lunch and just chatted, of course, a little bit about the vinyl community, but then a lot more just about everything else in life. What brought us to where we are today and where we're headed and things like that. So it's really fun to meet those folks, and an open invitation to both of you, Kris and Mark, anytime you're Dave, sorry. Anytime you're back in the Charlotte area, give me a call. I'll be happy to meet up with you, and we'll have another lunch. Hopefully, I mean, they opened up the trunk when I met them. They had already been to like some crazy 4 or 5 different thrifts before meeting me for lunch, and then they had planned like 5 or 6 more, and they had a trunk full. So maybe you'll get to see some videos of what they've been finding. One odd place even was selling their records by the pound. I'd never heard that done before, but maybe they'll say something about it. So anyway, I'm out. Thanks again, Bill, for the the cheese. And thanks you, Kris and Dave, for the meetup and for the records. So we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.